back to another episode of the Miracle Marketing Podcast, where we bring you interviews from business owners, celebrity guests, and hot topics. I am your host, Brandon Adams, along with my co-host, super producer, the big Perryon. What's going on, Perryon? How's everything in the ATL?
Chilling, bro. How about yourself?
Everything's good. Good day out here in the Vegas area. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and if you would like to be a guest on the show. And we're doing something new. If you want your birthday shouted out on the A Miracle Podcast, send us an email to amiraclepodcast@gmail.com. On today's show, I have a good buddy of mine, go way back. He is a DJ. He's an actor. He's a love specialist that'll give you some relationship advice. Welcome to the show, Core DJ Hershey. What's going on, my brother? How are you?
I'm good, B. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Man, I saw you on a relationship show giving some relationship advice. How did that come about?
Well, being born on February 14th, I guess that first has to do something with it. And it's just a
happy belated birthday.
Thank you. But it just has everything to just being truthful and honest in regards to our intentions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and the biggest thing right now, you see 1,000,001 dating shows. What do I do? What do I need to do? What is he thinking? What is she thinking and everything? So I'm one to dispel myths and to get to the root of where everything should be, even though they might not like hearing what I have to say. But it's just the reality of, being real with yourself in order to find what you really want. And it doesn't have to be just relationship. It can coincide with businesses as well. It's just aligning your energy with the right people.
Okay. So I had a question for you, because, most people always go by DJ such and such or DJ whatever. You always put the title Core DJ Hershey in your name. What is a core DJ for our viewers?
So the core DJ is a DJ coalition. Okay. So everybody has heard of either DJs or the Super Friends. So it's a group of DJs that get together for a common ground of just entertainment in general. So with myself, I added the core to the beginning of my name to differentiate myself from the other DJ Hershey. Because here in Atlanta, there are two, me included. Mm-hmm. There's one in Canada, one in New York, and one in Pennsylvania. So I added the core part to differentiate myself with the rest of them.
Here.
That's dope. So what got you started in being a DJ?
Well, actually, it was the love for music. So I'm a musician first. I play keys and drums.
Okay.
And DJing was just an extension for my love of music. I happened to fall into this career by doing a favor for a friend of mine, originally from Chicago. He, back in high school, he was asked to DJ this party, and I was helping him just move in equipment. And he had to go to the bathroom and asked me to can you hold it down? Just put some records on. And this is when vinyl was active, real vinyl, not the Serato vinyl.
Yes, sir.
And just keep it all the way, just keeping everybody occupied. So just watching the reaction of your music choice and how everybody responds to it, it was very, very intoxicating for me, right? Just seeing how everybody could just enjoy a moment, forget about their worries and fears at this moment, and just join everybody's company. And with me being a perfectionist of what I am, it's not me just picking up a job and just doing whatever. I research. I'm like, who's the best in the game? What should I know? So I started training under the likes of Kid Capri, Jazzy Jeff, two of my mentors in Chicago, Mike Love and the Diz, learning how to song select in clubs and blend and beat match and all of that stuff. So it was just a matter of me enjoying that flow and that puppet master type situation that you have with yourself in a club.
For sure. I always say, I have this statement, respect the DJ. You know, I grew up around a couple DJs back home, and I always looked at DJs as kind of like A&Rs, because a lot of DJs move, help put artists in positions that labels are not able to do without the DJs. Outside of, just paying people to play the music on radio. But the DJs have their ear to the street, and they always hear who's hot. Y'all have a skill set to keep the party going. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like more labels should be hiring DJs as A&Rs to go out there and find artists, to go out there and just
I
pump it up.
totally agree. I totally agree. Now, back in the day, that's actually what happened. You would see DJs actually taking these positions of A&R and then moving up into management and development and everything. So, but technology changed. When you saw people having certain powers, then you have, unfortunately, certain people that didn't feel that certain people should have that kind of power. Because if you think of the popular DJ or how approachable DJ is, you'll have most of the artists that will come up want to gravitate towards them. So yeah, I totally agree with you, because what's the first thing to do? The artists will come in the club and say, hey, I got some music and blah, 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 blah. But everything has changed now. I miss those days, because there's no more one-on-one involvement. Everything is digital. Like, you don't have to go through the hierarchy anymore. You make a song and you just put it out on YouTube and see if it sticks. So it's a lot. And then the thing is, there's no more development, right?
Yes.
Artists don't know how to speak. They don't know how to interview. They're just wilding out. They're coming in raw. And that's why we kind of got the situation when the music is today. Yeah,
because they're putting the artists out raw without them being developed and just ready for the public. They just put them out the way that they found them, and I think it's crazy. I started out as a producer. I did the same thing. I used to go to the club back in the day, and I would go stand up by the DJ booth, and I would watch. I would watch the crowd. I would watch what records he would put on that would cause people to go get a drink, what records he would put on that would bring people to the dance floor, and what records DJs would put on to get everybody to leave the club at the end of the night. So it kind of helped me shape my process in picking song, sounds and styles and stuff when I produce. So it's a beautiful thing. Being a DJ is dope.
Yeah, I love it. It's for me, it's a career choice. You got a lot of people that get into it for a fad, because DJs are popular. And right now, like I said, with technology, it's easier to pick up a controller and a computer and just make something spin. But there's an art to it. When I grew up, DJs are artists. They're no different than you watching a Genuine or a Mariah Carey. They get up and they perform.
Yes.
Right? They are artists. You don't know what they're going to do. It's about experience and how I can entertain you, or any DJ can entertain you at this moment. So yeah, it's a lost art, but it's still there. It's still there.
Yes. You ever been in any DJ battles?
Yes, I have. And I stopped. Because so it kind of goes to hand in hand. So DJ battles were designed to, obviously, it was another level of entertaining crowds and letting the best DJ win, right?
Yes.
But now you got to a level where you got beefs coming from that, people getting hurt, no different than the rap game. And then it kind of faded out a little bit. And I don't actually know why, but me, I've done a battle because it was kind of like that was one of the things you had to do when you grew up. I mean, I just turned 51 years old, so I've seen DJ from its birth, right? So I saw all transition of what DJing was about. Me personally, after a while, when your popularity level gets to a certain point, I personally didn't feel like there's a need for me to battle because you can hire me to do an event and I will perform according to my skill set. I hire you to do an event, you will perform according to your skill set. You hire DJ Jazzy Jeff, same thing, right?
Yes.
Well, why would I battle Jazzy Jeff?
He's one of the greatest of all times.
You see what I'm saying? It's
right.
like, why would I subject myself knowing that man's skill set is better than mine?
He's ridiculous.
Yes, exactly. So and there's the other thing. It's about staying in your lane. Right. And on vice versa, I've had people ask me to battle, and I'm like, why? Why force weight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I did this battle, and I'm like, well, congratulations, but why do you want to battle me? You're DJ Hershey. I said, exactly. What would benefit you battling me if you beat me? Mm-hmm. What benefit will that make you? I'll still be Hershey.
Right.
Right. I'll still my history will still stand, and my performance is not going to change. So I'm not going to waste your time or mine.
And Hershey, I've known you for a while now. When I used to be in Atlanta a lot, and you've covered a lot of the big events, a lot of celebrity events. You also are very versatile because you're also a radio personality, and you're on radio personality on some of the big radio shows. You have a few different radio shows. And also you have the acting bug and doing acting as well. So acting, DJing, radio personality. What is your main passion, or do you have a passion for all of it, or which one would you say is your favorite?
See, I have a passion for all things creative.
Okay.
Right. DJ was just that first domino block for the rest of them to fall. Mm-hmm. Originally, as I mentioned, I'm a musician first, so I started producing, and it got to a point where I got burnt out from producing because of the way certain artists were not being at their best, and DJ just kind of took over. And once the DJing came, went back into production, but then got into film. I love acting. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just being able to be creative at this point. Writing, so I write scripts, I write music. All things creative is my passion, and it's even better when you can get paid for it, right? Because it doesn't seem like work. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So acting is my new thing when I'm taking it to a level where I'm not just doing background. Mm-hmm. I love being able to work with other creatives and putting this project together and see the final cut of it.
So speaking of acting, you have a few projects coming up. Talk to us and tell our viewers about some of your upcoming acting projects.
Oh, yeah. So we got, just had the premiere of a film called Smoke. It's a kind of set it off type movie.
Okay.
I play Agent Warren. I'm a federal agent chasing the females that's robbing these banks, right? So, which is funny enough. So every time I do get booked for acting gigs, I'm either police officer, fed, DJ, maybe a pastor. I'm always somebody of authority. Except this one. I played a madam's right hand, but that was challenging for me. So I was the guy that set up the sex trafficking, and that was interesting. But the most recent premiere is called Smoke. The premiere went amazing. It's by director John West and producer SG, and the full film should be coming out soon, but we just had a private screening like last week, the weekend of my birthday, which was amazing. I got one coming up now where I'm in a supporting role or main role. It's called Black Vinyl. It's kind of like Empire.
Okay.
So I'm playing this main character named Isaiah. Father passed away, passed on his record label legacy to his family. I'm the youngest of two brothers and two younger sisters. We're just trying to make this whole thing work out with what our dad left in the legacy. So that's a 12 episodic project coming out soon. Actually, we start filming in 2 weeks.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Thank you. And I got a spinoff from my own movie, the one I was just telling you from Smoke. So the project went so well, and the FBI team was so dynamic, I convinced the director and the producer to allow me to get a spinoff. And now I have that spinoff, and it's called Inside FBI. So that's coming up soon. We're going to be filming that in a month. I'm still writing the scripts for those.
So where will we be able to see these films, Hershey? Because I know Tubi is the big thing right now. I'm a Tubi fanatic. I'm always watching Tubi. I know a lot of people clown the Tubi movies, but I'm like, Tubi got some good movies on there. They be clowning, but there's some good projects on Tubi. Actually, me and Big Perry we was talking recently about, putting something together ourselves. So you never know. We may need to have FBI agent Hershey on there.
Hey, if the script right, let's do it. But you can see it on all platforms. The ones that I just mentioned are still in production, so they haven't been released yet. The most recent one you can find is Wide Open. It's the story of Andre Rison. I was cast to play L.A. Reid in that one.
Okay. I can see that.
You can see that on, yeah.
I can see you playing L.A. Reid though. I could definitely see that.
Everybody said that, and it went very well. So you can actually see that on Tubi. It's called Wide Open.
Oh yeah, because
my
boy is in there. Me and him, he always going back and forth on sports. He actually plays Andre Rison, Jamel Howard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know him.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, those some old stuff. Some of the other things that I worked on, I was What Men Want with Taraji P. Henson. Played the DJ in there. I told everybody that I'm the reason why she got her powers, because it was at my club where I was DJing when she bumped her head. And also in the TLC movie, Crazy Sexy Cool, was cast to be MC Hammer in that one.
I remember that too. I definitely remember that. I remember when you was playing MC Hammer. Yep.
Yeah. And then Finding Destiny. That's a new one that came out about a year ago. Was cast as a DJ in a strip club, but it's a great movie. Actually, I think you can find that one on Tubi as well. So it's Finding Destiny.
Okay. Wow, man, that's dope. That's dope. So do you like acting more than DJing now?
I think they're equal in their own field, right? Because I get a euphoria for them both in their own light. So when I'm on my way to DJ Apache XLR right now for writing sessions event, I'm never going to not like DJing, because as many times as I tried to leave it alone, they still keep calling me.
Yeah, that's the gift they keep giving.
Yeah, and it pays the bills. So it has its own euphoric feeling for itself. And with acting, I love it because you get to be creative with other actors.
Yeah.
When it comes to DJing, it's about you and your creativity. It's between you, the turntables, and the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
With acting, you got like-minded individuals all coming together for this one project to make it, be bigger than life.
So, do you ever leave a performance now whenever you DJ and you get home or get in the car, you be like, man, I killed that. Like,
no, I don't, because it's like I would have people come over there. I was at your last gig, and boy, you went down. And I honestly can't remember my gigs.
wow.
It's weird because like I zone in, have fun, because my target is whoever's in the room. You know, every room is gonna be different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's about me entertaining who's in the room, and then when I'm done, I'm wrapping up, packing up equipment, and I'm ready to go home and go to bed. Like I don't hang out.
For sure. For sure.
So you know what? I think there was one time that I stood up and I beat my own chest. It was one time,
For sure.
but
For sure.
the only reason why I did that is because it was funny to me. So it was a club in Chicago. DJ went on before me. He was like, "All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go over here and do something. Go ahead, rock out for me." Now, when he was DJing, the floor was empty. I got up there, started doing my thing, and then everybody started flooding to the floor. And it's just me enjoying the music, right? He
Yeah.
saw that, and he went to the furthest part of this club, but now he sees there's people on the dance floor, and now he's trying to get back to the DJ booth. And this club in the Chicago at the time was an elevated DJ booth, right?
Yeah.
You had to go up this spiral staircase in order to kind of, it had you levitating over the floor. And just watching him breaking his neck to get through the crowd to get back to the DJ booth, say, "Oh, okay, let me go ahead and do my thing." Yeah, you know, I can wreck shop. I never said you couldn't, bro. But the crowd says different, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he got through the crowd, and I let him back on. And as soon as he got back on, they split up.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
Some
funny.
people got it and some don't. Some just like music but don't know how to use it as a tool.
Yeah. It's presentation. It's how you deliver it and read the crowd. Because again, you got some DJs that DJ for self.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The way I DJ is as if I'm on the floor. Like, I want to have a good time. What would I like to dance to? And then you can kind of, I don't know about you. There's a first few minutes of my set
Mhm.
where I'm just throwing certain music out there because I want to see what people will respond to, right?
Mhm.
Because you really don't know what crowd you got. Is it a new school, old school, jazzy, fusion, house? You really don't know what you got yet.
Yeah, bait and hook.
Yeah. So when you start seeing when a certain song come on, and nowadays, unfortunately, everybody's in their own video because they grab their phone and then they doing the selfies and everything. But after that little first few minutes, and that's when I usually say, or you'll probably hear some DJ, "Yeah, we just warming up, because we're trying to figure out where the mindset of the crowd is right now. And then once you kind of figure that out, stay in that pocket, and then you just keep rocking out until your set is over."
Yeah, I'm from Florida, so we were real bass heavy down there in Pensacola, where I'm in between New Orleans and Tallahassee and all that. So a DJ Jimmy record come on, or Splack Pack, you know what I'm saying? They rushed in the floor.
Yeah,
They rushed in the floor. So it was things like that people are familiar with a certain sound, a certain feel. And a lot of people go to the club because they want to feel that way they felt before over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of crowd control. So how does it feel having that much power over people?
Yeah. Well, now you go back to Spider-Man. Great power comes with great responsibility, right? So you got to utilize that. And me coming from Chicago, in my I'm gonna say my training day era, you had to really figure out what songs you should and when you shouldn't play, because just as much as enjoyment, that you can develop on the dance floor, you can develop also violence.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you know, at that time, certain DJs would play a certain type of music at a certain time of day, and then they would always break into a fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Always break into the fight. And then it's like, you know, I get tired of ducking in the DJ booth sitting down so nobody can, you know, throw a bottle at me.
Yeah.
And it was not me per se, but just, you know, they out here wilding out. And, you know, you don't want to get hit by a random champagne bottle.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few minutes left, Hershey. Real quick. I know I used to see like maybe a couple of years back, you were doing a show with Truth Hurts. Truth Hurts is you know, I really like her music, and I actually like her acting. I've seen her in a few projects. How did that come about?
So my Kiss radio show has been in presence since 2000. I actually started streaming before we actually had a name for it. So the year 2000, Kiss radio show I developed to support local unheard artists. So one of the major things with being in radio and everything, one of the major things that artists had a problem with being able to get their music heard on radio. Right? There was red tape. There was a lot of politics you had to deal with in order to get heard on that particular platform. So when internet became the internet, this is back when AOL goes, when you had to dial up. Right. I had one of the first streaming shows that hit 1 million listeners.
Wow.
But, you know, didn't have any type of name. It was just going online and open a chat room. So Kiss Radio Show was developed back then. Year 2000, and it just grew. Originally, it was myself. Then I brought my brother, rest in peace. He passed away 2 years ago. And then, thank you. And I just developed it as a normal radio show. Like if you would see Ricky Smiley or Steve Harvey, it was designed as a morning show. So Truth Hurts came aboard when I was involved with this other online radio show, because she wanted to be a part of it. She saw what we were doing or what I was doing, and she's like, I definitely got to be a part of that, because Truth is she is definitely advocate of independent artists. So she wanted to come on board, and we were happy to have her.
That's dope. Who do your radio imaging?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, from the beginning I started, but each company that I worked for, of course, they had, you know, their own go-to person. But at the beginning, I started doing all of it.
That's dope. Yeah, that's one thing I like doing is voiceovers and station IDs, doing the stuff for the DJs and the on-air personalities. I like that.
Oh yeah. I remember when I first started doing this, weird hearing yourself, right?
Well, I changed my voice up, you know.
All right.
Yeah, but you know it's you, and it's like, wait, I sound like that.
Yeah. It's fun, man, and just seeing the people's reaction. Before I moved here, I used to do it for 93 BLX. That's when
nice.
Ray was on that station down in they had the morning show.
Okay.
Well, Hershey,
I see you.
We appreciate you being on. We got less than a little bit of a minute left. Go ahead and plug where everybody can follow you, what venues you're going to be at. You got a minute.
Okay. Well, this is Core DJ Hershey. Thank you for allowing me to grace your platform. You can find me everywhere. Core, Core, DJ Hershey. Instagram, I am Core DJ Hershey. On Facebook, DJ Hershey. Website, Core DJ Hershey or DJ Hershey. You can find me out there. My calendar's up there. Check out my Instagram, is where I post the most about everywhere I am. So I would love to see everybody. And I got karaoke Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm a karaoke host as well. We got the best karaoke ever. Please come to my page. We're in Austell on Thursday and Stockbridge on Wednesday. Come check me out.
I saw you on there doing my Johnny Gill.
Oh yeah, and I'm in a contest, karaoke knockout. Please go on to my page and vote for me. I go to LA and I compete with 7 others. So I want to go out there, represent the A, and shut everybody down. Let's go.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's dope. We're gonna make sure we let everybody know. And we thank you, bro, for being on our show and just giving us the time, man, to talk with you. It was very informational and informative, and it was a blessing just to have you.